Cannibal here. Hey, I'm going to do a little bit of narration on this video. I want to show you a target that our friends at MIF tried to rally the other day, or did rally the other day. And this is a dormant castle. It's totally asleep, but I took a look at it, and the comp was really good. 36 million, good tier 4, good cushion. This thing is a cap machine, so that's what I wrote in the text above. I thought this thing is going to just cap everybody, so I decided just to sit back and see what happens on this one for a little while. Round 1, fight! So the first one goes in and wants to see if it's awake, so it sends a leaderless rally in war gear, and decides to go in, and of course does very little damage. But you know, for a leaderless rally, it gets a little bit into the tier 2 and can confirm that it's in a ranged phalanx or a ranged wedge. It's losing some ranged troops there. So I'm scouting it every time just to see what happened. Didn't do a lot of damage, but that's sort of to be expected on a leaderless walk like that. Round 2, fight! So again, another leaderless march, sort of the same kind of result that you'd expect. Again, I took a look at the scout report at the end of it just to see how it was doing, and it's coming down a little bit. Okay, for 2 leaderless rallies, they shaved off about 1.6 million of the tier 2 range there. So yeah, not bad for 2 rallies, leaderless against a good comp in war gear. Okay. Round 3, fight! So at this point, I'm expecting a full march from with the leader and everything from one of their main rally leads. I'm just waiting for it. And abort! Abort! Run away! I guess he's going to try that again. Round 3 again. Fight! So at this point, it's going to get interesting because I know this guy can hit pretty hard. I've seen him around the kingdom. I've only been here a short while, but I know he's going to hit hard. So I'm watching to see what happens here, and I'm expecting to see a little bit of damage done, although this is, like I say, it's a cap machine. And yep, it capped. Let's take a look at the damage that it did. He managed to shave off quite a bit of the, took about half of the tier 2, but and it got into the tier 4 a little bit, so he's making some progress. Round 4, fight! So with the range front, it's all imp all the time. Here's our next victim. He's going to march on this guy now. Try to break free his brother in arms. Let's see what happens. Yep. Capped. Yeah, not a great result from that guy. Looks like he's only taking a little bit more of the tier 2 off, not doing a lot of damage to this offline target. You can see that from the report. So we're ready for the next. Round 5. Fight! So this guy who didn't want to use his leader before, he's decided to send it again. Although this time he's using a bunny. And what happens? Well, bunny worked. So at this point, they've nearly gotten rid of all of the tier 2 through all those marches, and they're starting to eat into the tier 4. They've got about half. Round 6. Fight! So yes, one of the purposes of the bunny is to give you an extra attack in times like this. So now sending the leader again, it's also imp again, and the result, as expected, is a cap. Let's see what kind of damage they did on that one. I think they're expecting now that they've gotten rid of the front line that they should be starting to get some results. But this had a lot of tier 5 in it as well, so this thing's still got some fight left in it. And you can see that here. Round 7. Fight. So at this point they're thinking with so much range gone, they should be able to hit it again with the leaderless and burn it. That was a mistake. They're just losing troops at this point. It's becoming a really expensive day. Round 8. Fight. So at this time, my guys are coming online and they're all asking me to take a shot at this thing, and I'm kind of conflicted because I got WoW with these guys in the morning, and I kind of like the idea of them all sitting in the jail with this thing. I wasn't really sure at this point whether they were going to get themselves out, so it was kind of appealing just to sit back and watch and see what would happen with all these rallies and all these rally leads going into the jail. And at this point, they're kind of down to their tier 2 rally leads and all that. Some of these guys just, what's going to happen when they hit here. It's not pretty, but they thought that they were getting close to burning it, so they just kept sending rally leads, tier 2, tier 3, anybody who could run a rally. They just kept sending them at this point. Round 9. Fight. Another leaderless. See if it burns. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, oh, there's not much left. It's got to burn any moment now. No. Round 10. Ugh. Right. Okay, now, so Romo Boy 12 is going to go in, and he's definitely not a tier 1 rally lead. He looks like he's sitting in cav gear. He's optimistic. He's going in. He's looking optimistic still in cav gear, and no. So I decided to scout him to see if he had put a boost on. Sometimes you get lucky, and sure enough, and he's only got 11.7 million troops. So he looks like a good target. Seriously, round 11? Oh, right. So while they're all desperately trying to get their guys out of jail, I decided to go over next to the little gathering here, and since I got that scout report on Gromo Boy, I figured I'd give it a shot. And we're going to go in with a mixed rally. Round 12, whatever. Here we go. Walk, carpet it a little bit. And boom, he burns, and all his little prisoners go scattering all over the kingdom. And I immediately set another rally on him, an imp rally this time. We got 2.8 million red deads, not too bad for a mixed rally. Let's see what we can do on the next one. Meanwhile, I've lost count of all of the rallies that are going into to our Sleeping Beauty over there. He's still capping them left and right. What an amazing warrior he is for being asleep. He's just brutalizing everybody that tries to send troops at him. So they just lost another one. Meanwhile, I've got my rally set. Going in imp.
Young, old, all you lovers, this is our time to rise back from the sand.
Okay, my second rally's walking, on its way. Boom.
Paging Dr. Cannibal. Dr. Cannibal to emergency.
So at this point, although I was enjoying watching them all get capped and put into prison, we thought we'd just go ahead and send our own rally and into this castle, sending Cav, and we get the burn. Release all their prisoners. Live to fight another day. After the other hit from their guy, it was down to solos. That was a pretty costly set of rallies for them. They're going to have a pretty expensive hospital bill and veterinarian bill. But it was pretty funny. At the end there, one of their rally leaders was asking me to help and send a rally at the end, and the other one, after it was done, accused me of being a vulture and just coming in at the end to grab the glory. So you can't win. Anyway, if you like what we're doing, hey, please subscribe.